Hi, I'm Ashley Weston. So this is Jerry. He asked for advice about how he can improve his appearance and become more appealing to women. Luckily for Jerry and you, my entire job as a celebrity menswear stylist is to make my clients of all shapes and sizes look sexy, confident, and appealing to a worldwide audience. So today, I'm going to share some tips and tricks that I use with my clients to bring out the best version of themselves. Okay, so nothing looks worse than a guy, traditionally attractive or not, wearing clothing that is too big or too small for his body. Ensuring your clothing fits your body properly will make you look like $1,000,000, promise. Now, what it really boils down to is wearing clothing that is fitted for your body, but not too tight and definitely not too loose. Yes, I know looser fits are on a trend right now, but trends come and go, and Jerry needs to understand that wearing fitted clothing looked good 100 years ago, and it's going to continue looking good for another 100 years into the future. Now, if you're going to say that you're too chubby, skinny, short, or whatever to wear clothing that fits properly, wrong. Here's a comment from a recent video that sums it up perfectly. Jay Sato said, I had an office coworker who was on the heavier side, but paid close attention to his appearance and was one of the best dressed in the office. A lot of women in the office went crazy for him, and some of us guys eventually had to ask for advice on how to dress better and be more confident. See, you don't need to look like Brad Pitt in order to get attention and look good. Now, speaking of confidence, this next one is a biggie. As Jay said about his coworker, confidence played a big part in how people perceived him. People in general, but especially women, love when a man is confident enough to approach and talk to them. Confidence will make up for any perceived disadvantage you have, like Jay's coworker who was overweight. Now, you might be asking, how does one get confident enough to approach a woman or a stranger? First, work on some quick confidence boosting wins. So this is the easiest way, which is to dress better. So wear clothing that works for your age and body like we just talked about. Second, this one is also easy and simple. Approach more strangers and spark up conversations with them more often. So like anything in life, the more you do it, the easier it becomes. A simple trick I use for starting up a conversation is to look for something they're doing or is happening around you both and make a comment about it. Let's say you're at a coffee shop and she's sitting down near the line to order and sipping on a latte. Tell her you're trying to decide what to order and ask if what she's drinking is any good. When she answers, say thank you and move along to place your order unless she continues the conversation. Congrats! You just successfully talked to a random woman. Is she going to date you, then marry you, and have your children? Well, probably not, but that's not the goal here. The goal was to talk to a random stranger successfully. Once you're comfortable with that, then you can add additional easy questions. Maybe she's reading a book and you can follow it up by saying you're looking for new books to read, and if what she's reading is something she'd recommend. Small things like that are a great way to get into a conversation and boost your confidence. I've talked about this next one a lot, and for some reason it's controversial because it flies in the face of advice you'll find on YouTube or other places online. And that is, you should smell good. Now, where I differ from people trying to sell you cologne and fragrances is that the best smell is no smell. Just like music, what you like as a scent may not be for everyone. So the more you try and wear scents as an attraction tool, you're gonna find that there is no universally good smelling scent. I think the default should be to just have no smell, good or bad. Keep yourself clean, use scented cleansing products, and keep your breath in check, and you're gonna be well ahead of the guys who think they need to take cologne baths to get a woman's attention. Don't get me wrong, you'll get her attention, but it'll happen because she can't stand how much you reek. So please, don't be that guy. Now that it's warmer out, it's time to roll up those sleeves and honestly, do it around a woman you're trying to impress because she's going to love it. There's just something about a man showing off his forearms that drives us crazy. Women love two things on men. We just talked about one of them, which is their forearms. Now, can you guess the second one? It's your shoulders and upper body in general. In order to look your best, you should be standing up straight because it accentuates and brings attention to the strong areas, which are your neck, shoulders, and biceps. Women definitely notice when a man has great posture, which shows off those sexy areas to women. Insecure men often shrink away, collapsing their shoulders, hoping they won't stick out. Oof. Confident men, on the other hand, have no trouble showing that through their body language by standing up straight. Okay, so aside from standing up straight, there's another way to bring attention to the strong areas I just talked about, and believe it or not, that is by wearing a necklace. A subtle peak of a necklace around the collar instantly draws her eyes to your upper body, which is what you want in order to get her attention and make yourself look sexier. Combine this with standing up straight and you've got a winning combination. Speaking of drawing attention to areas of your body, guess where someone's eyes shouldn't be drawn? That is your legs and feet. And the best way to do that and also show that you're a man who has style is to wear pants instead of shorts. Yes, shorts are great options when you're near a body of water or in a sporty setting. But I've yet to hear a woman say, "Wow, he looks way better in shorts," ever in my life. Take that as a hint and make sure you default to wearing pants when trying to dress up and look your best. Beyond dressing better and fixing your posture, you should try to look friendly and approachable. Going for the edgy, brooding guy look will only work for a small subset of people. So play the percentages and start smiling more to appear more confident, happy, and approachable. This obviously will depend where you're located, because if you're in Eastern Europe, don't smile at all and go for the deadpan serial killer look. Kind of joking, but kind of not. So I just mentioned smiling as a way to look more friendly and approachable, but there's also another thing you can do. If you want to appear more engaged and sexy, make direct eye contact with the girl you're interested in is the surest way to get her attention. And also the surest way to tell if she's interested. If she holds your gaze longer than normal and or keeps looking in your direction, then that's as big as a cross the room green light as you're ever going to get. So start trying it out and see if you notice any changes once you lock eyes with someone. Now, just a reminder, don't force it though. There's such a thing as too much eye contact, especially if she's clearly not giving it back what you're putting out there. Continuing the neck up theme, another way to look sexier is to get a haircut. There's nothing better than a man with a fresh cut and styled hair. Even if your clothing may not be on point, having a fresh haircut is a great step in the right direction. Now, I've done a lot of videos about hairstyles that work best for you and your face shape, so definitely go watch those and make sure your hair is clean and styled when you go out. Now, if that doesn't work for your lifestyle, consider getting a super low maintenance haircut so you can always look your best. So I've talked about this next trick a bunch of times, and I'm always happy when people on my private forums say that they didn't believe it at first, but after some slight changes, they've noticed a marked improvement in responses from women. Long story short, you've got to get your shoe game in check. Old, worn out, or dirty shoes is a sign to anyone, but especially a woman, that you're likely deficient in other parts of your life. As I like to say, your shoes tell the story of you. Clean and well-kept shoes tell us that you understand how to take care of yourself, which likely impacts other parts of your life. So clean your shoes and or just replace them if they're old and worn out, and you'll be well ahead of the other guys. This has been confirmed time and time again, so ignore this advice at your own peril. Speaking of being clean and presentable, since we've talked about smiling and eye contact and haircuts, we can't neglect the other important aspect of your neck up game, which is your skin. A lot of men think that taking care of themselves or their skin is not manly. I don't understand that. Sorry to say, but that's just not true. Taking care of yourself is very manly because an intelligent man knows that 1, it's to his benefit to always look his best. 2, Without taking care of your skin, you're gonna look older and less put together than you should. Just like your shoes, your face obviously tells the story of you. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't have wrinkles or imperfections, but a real man knows how to take care of himself as well as his family. So don't skimp out on your skincare routine, please. At a minimum, at least just wash your face, wear some moisturizer and sunscreen during the day, and a simple moisturizer at night, and that will significantly level up your appearance. So this next one isn't talked about often enough online because there's no quick fix products to sell you around it. That is, have passions and don't be ashamed to tell people about them. Women love a man who is educated about or excited and motivated about a passion he has. Showing intelligence and curiosity about a subject is SEXY, plain and simple. That doesn't mean you need to go out and get a Harvard degree or win a Nobel Prize. My husband, he's a college dropout. But I'd be lying if I said I don't turn into a proud and giddy schoolgirl hearing him talk about the things that excite him or he's passionate about. I just can't believe how much he knows about certain subjects and how excited he gets when discussing them. So please do not stay quiet about your passions. Hope you guys found that helpful. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.